Campfire writing has a lot of modules, and let's be honest, it can be a bit overwhelming as your mind wanders on where to start. Whether you're a novelist, a GM or DM for your local TTRPG, you need structure before diving deep into your world. Today's episode, I'm giving you the 5 modules that helped a pantser like me to focus and organize my thoughts. Hey guys, Nyisha here, and welcome back to the Campfire Writing 2026 series. If you missed the pilot, go check it out. But in a nutshell, I'm rebuilding my English light novel, Knights of Iran Volume 1, on Campfire from scratch. And as a quick reminder before we dive in, if you want to follow along with a paid Campfire account, you can use the code Girll, where it gives you 20% off during your checkout. And the link will be in the description below, as well as a pinned comment. And if you're still not ready, you can absolutely use the free account. Just know that you are limited. But let's go ahead and dive right back into Campfire. All right, we are back at our dashboard. We are going to be talking about the 5 foundations. And to me personally, as I said earlier, the 5 foundations are the things that I need right now before I dive into world building. So what we're going to do is I'm going to close the eyes of the modules that I don't start with, only saving the ones that I do. And here we are. Now, the reason why I kept these 5 is because, again, I'm a pantser. If I, for whatever reason, start coming up with, something that I want to write into the manuscript, it's right there. If I want to design and build my character, it's right here. What if I want to know my locations? All of that, comes into mind. And this is where I just start filling out all of that information to what I feel is important at that time, especially research. So instead of having multiple tabs, this is pretty much where I put all of my information, whether it's, as you can see in this little box right here, whether it's embedded videos, PDFs, and more. So let us go ahead and begin with research. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the plus and create a new pretty much a new page. So when you go, so what I did was, we are in our research tab. As you can see, these are the panels that automatically come when you create a new section in your research module. Now to go back, you just go to elements and you go back to your modules. To go back to your section within research, you go to the arrow, click, and there it is. Now I'm going to right click and I'm going to give it a name. Okay. So this is where I dump all of my information. So it begins with these panels. And each panel for each module is different, but they all carry the same types of panels, and you can find them up here when you want to add more. Let us briefly go over the panels. So when you go over here, these are the panels that come with Campfire, with the exception of research panel, because this is under research category. This is what you get. So notes, this is pretty much your text panel. As you can see, type here to add notes, backstories, and anything else you need in this text panel. So it's literally what it is. You just type in your information and you call it that. This is the research panel. When I go to add panel, click on research, I have the option of choosing how I want it to be created. Do I, if I know a web page, We click on that. It's going to ask for the URL. I'm going to use my Pinterest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to these three dots, because remember, three dots is your right click. And I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And I'm going to use this research panel that came with the template. This is the basic template for the research. So I'm going to go ahead and go to add a web page, and I'm going to go to my Pinterest website. All right, so I'm at my page that you can find on my Linktree account, where this is pretty much all my inspiration for my story and the people that will be in it once my main character is lands in Zonia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just copy the link, and we're going to go back to Campfire. All right, now that we're back in Campfire, I'm going to right click, paste, press enter. So now everything about my Pinterest is here. All I have to do is click on it, and it's going to, we are now in my Pinterest account. So like I said, this, I love the fact that I can add all my information from all the websites that I use right here. So instead of research, I will call this my Pinterest info dump, or inspiration. Let's go with that. All right, so if I want to add another website, I just go to add panel, research panel, web search, and it will take me there. If I were to get a video research, it could be anything from YouTube, Vimeo, Twitch, and others. All you need is just a URL, and it will add itself right there. And again, if you don't want these panels, you just go click on the three dots and delete that said panel. PDF is, once again, information that you have as a document. So for example, let's see, right here. This is something where I have a PDF of my magic system. And as you can see, it's small. All you have to do is just zoom in, but it carries all the information. And remember, with this triangle right here, you just expand it. But here is everything that I have, that I had transcribed about my magic system, all in here. But we will delete that. So this is like the research panel. This is your text panel, where you can write anything that you want. Links, just as it says here, links connects my information with any other elements within Campfire. So if I have a character, a location, I can attach these characters to that research and go from there. If you don't feel like you need to for your template, for your research, again, you just delete it. List panel. This is for those who have characters that carry weapons. Again, if you're into TTRPGs and you want to build your PC or NPC and the items that they hold and they carry, you can just add list and, sword. And then what the new thing is that they have thumbnail images. But see, so the image is there, it's small, but the fact is, if you have images of weapons, items, potions, all of that stuff, you just attach it there, customize it to however you want. So, so that is what the list panel is all about. Stats, once again, for our TTRPG people, again, if you know the stats that you want to create and build for your characters, you just create the units, how much. Once again, you can set a thumbnail image just like the list panel. You can show description just like the list panel, and you can fill out all of that information. Then you have tables. Tables is pretty much like the Excel sheet. I know you may not be able to see it correctly, but these are pretty much where the panels are, or the different sections, the tabs, the columns, the rows. You can add as much as you want, or you can customize how many rows and columns that you want. And like I said, you treat it like an Excel spreadsheet. Next is image panel. And of course, the new thing with image panel is now that you can create a gallery. So if for whatever reason you feel, because this was from my old tutorial where I used Red Riding Hood, I'm going to add all of these images. Because before, so this is the gallery mode that they have. And when you go to the three dots, you have grid now. So that way, if you have multiple pictures, you can show it as a grid. And again, you can play around with all of these options to however you feel the need to. And don't forget, disable image cropping if you want to be visible and show, the images, or just like what we did with our dashboard, and we enlarged the panel for that. So, or again, if you want to zoom in and see them individually, you can do that. Then we have, and then it's right back down to links. So these are all the panels that come with Campfire. Now, the thing is, when you go to location, because location doesn't have a research panel per se, it has, and some of the other modules have it too, an attributes panel. And an attribute is pretty much what this is. This is pretty much your, let me move this out so you could see it. This guy right here is your attributes, because here you have many selections, values, text, multiple selections, and based on it, you can either put it in yourself, or they already have some of the information set out for you, and you just select it yourself. Or you can add, let's see, I don't think they have a liger, so you can actually create it yourself, and it's going to update it on the list, so that way you don't have to keep typing it again. Just like the stats, you put in the units and how much, because remember, we're in our location and it's asking you how big is the area, the ethnic groups. And then of course, population. And the joy of this thing is these double bars right here, you just move your categories, your sections around however you feel. And of course, when you go to the plus, it takes you to the attributes menu, where you have the option of selecting what you want in that panel. So what we did was we went through the multiple text, and then location significance, you just put that information in, you put in the numbers. There is one where they have a slider. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, well, yeah, so custom attributes, this is a new one. This is something that I created to show an example of what a slider is, but Campfire, in their update, we can now create our own attributes. All you have to do is just, press new, give it a name, and select how you want to use it. So as you can see, I've already made this demonstration right here. So we're going to go ahead and add time zone to this. And now I have a slider. And again, for TTRPG or anyone who is using certain personality traits for their characters, you have a slider to how greater or less that person's personality is that you want to create. if there's something within the character's location or timeline, if you don't like what Campfire created as the basics, you can create your own template. And let me show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new page under location. I'm going to click on page 2 and I'm going to add panels. So here we have our text panel, image, because I want a picture of Earth. So here's our image. Links. The characters that I want to connect to Earth. And let's see. Yeah, we could do attributes, so that way we know the population and that type of selection. I'm going to go ahead and select Earth. So now I have my image. And with this move icon, I'm just going to move it here, and I'm going to move my basic information, which is my attributes, here. And I'm going to go to manage attributes, and I want let's go with that. Let's just stick with these 4 and go with that. So here I can now select universe, galaxy, planet. So this is a type of planet. Types of species. I can say mammals. All right. Natural resources. We'll just go with trees, and the list goes on. History. This is where I do a brief information on the history of planet Earth, and however I want to put in. And then the link, the people. Let's go to add link. So these are the elements. This is from my my book. So as you can see, if I want to add one of the characters here, Agent Reynolds, I can just click on that and see how my research, because I forgot to uncheck that, but now my character is connected to the location because he is on Earth. Let me delete that. But yes, I just wanted to show you an example, and you could just put in a brief information about Agent Reynolds. But the nice thing about it is that these links will carry relationships that will connect throughout all of your modules. Now, for example, let's say that there's some information that you don't want people to find out when they view your account. Because yes, you can have a collaborator, or if you want people to connect to your account and just view your progress, but you don't want to, anything that will spoil the story, we're going to go to our little selection right here, panel visibility. So hide from viewers or hide from everyone. Me, I like to hide from everyone. So because again, if I don't want my collaborators to know, and I just want to know myself, and I want to be the only one that knows what's going on, I don't want them to see. So let's just type in Earth it's actually a blueberry. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back. We're going to click on the house to get out of everything. And I'm going to go to this project, go with the 3 dots, see where it says share project. We're going to click on that and see how it says enable link sharing. So by clicking on this, I can now copy this link, send it to somebody, whether Discord or something like that, for them to link, to click on that link, and then they will have access to pretty much my my project. And the thing is, you, the creator, can choose, how you want it to be shared. Because as you can see, if you just want to share a single element, open it and click file and share in the toolbar, and that's, you know, pretty much here. So that's so this is if you want to share all the content, but if you want to share only one element while you're in that element, all you have to do is just go to file and then share in that toolbar. So actually, let us go ahead and do that right now. So because we are in location, I'm gonna go to file, share element. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm going to enable link sharing. I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to open it in one of my browsers that does not have this account. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and right click, paste and go, and look what happens. I can see everything else, but this panel is hidden and I can't see anything. So again, this is what I like. Now, back in the desktop, let's say this is all that you want for your template. All you have to do is just go to View, Manage Templates, Save New Template, and this is page 2. It is our current page, so we will save that page and just pretty much give it a new name. Let's say that we saved our template. We called it new location. But let's say that, you know, for whatever reason, you thought that you were on a different page and you accidentally deleted this page. All you have to do is just go to View, go to Manage Templates, click on the new location, because this is not default unless you delete even the overview and you want, you know, depending on which one you want as a default, that's what you select. But I just want to load the template that I have. You just go to load template. I'm going to load and replace existing pages because I don't want to use Campfire's. I want to use my template. So you just go and do that, because it's like, are you sure? Because everything is going to be deleted. I'll be like, absolutely, because this is what I want. So there it has removed overview and made the page from the template that I created the main page. Now, if I want, I could go and add the overview. All I have to do is just load selected templates, and there it is. So both of my pages exist. So that is something good to know, depending on if ever you feel like you lost your work or you lost Campfire's work, it's there. Just make sure that you don't delete it. But for the most part, these are the 5 that I use, because when I'm ready to write, after I've developed my characters, I'm going to put down my locations based on the research that I've done, and once I get these 3 out of the way, this is where I pretty much create my plot. And this is pretty much what the timeline looks like. The reason why there's a calendar is because timeline, calendar, and arc all connect with each other. And when you go to the panels, as you can see, just like I said, most of the modules have these selections right here. And this is based on the setting. Again, we'll go to do calendars at a separate video, but I just wanted to let you know so you can see for yourself. And you can choose when you're on the calendar, you can choose what type of calendar you want. You can make up your own, but with timeline, and I'm just going to briefly show it here for my friend Janet, because she was wondering where the story arcs are, like Save the Cat, the 3-act arc, the 27-chapter method. She wanted to know where all of those were, because she said she sent a comment and told me that they were missing. They're in the attributes panel. So when you go to manage attributes, plot structure, there they are. And all you have to do, just click on it, because they're all multi-text. When you confirm it, here it is, you click on it, and now, depending on what part of your plot that you're at, you can pretty much fill it in. And again, this will be a video for itself for those who just want to know how to operate and use the timeline module. So don't worry, I'm just briefly going over the 5 modules that I use when I write my story. So after I've filled out all the information that I need, and I'm in the mood to go even further because, of course, I need to know my magic system, if there's a magic system in my world. If I want to know about the world's religion, its philosophy, all of that stuff that is hidden in our module, I can, always open the eye and start working on them when I feel comfortable enough to continue on. And again, there are people who create short stories that don't need all the modules. So when you think about it, again, Campfire leaves you that option to however you want to create your world. Let's go over Manuscript briefly, because there will be a tutorial where we can go in more into depth into Manuscript, but I just want to show you what it looks like. So this is just the basics of the Manuscript. Of course, you create your chapters, what the chapter is all about. You can, if you already have it written down on a Google Doc or Microsoft Word or any other platform, you can just import it this way. Or if you just want to type it, you could type it in yourself. Of course, you, the writer, have your own settings. So you can either customize here, or as we went into the very first video, we went into author settings and we set the manuscript to how how you want to set it based on your writing preference. So once again, I'm going to stop here because it's now time for homework. So for homework, we're going to actually start working on characters. So in the next episode, I'm going to be building my characters, and but please leave a comment below. Let me know what 5 modules that you use when you get started. Thank you so much for staying tuned and just exploring campfire writing with me. Feel free to leave a comment and tell me what your story, what you're working on for your story, what you're using Campfire for, and feel free to just check out my social medias, leave comments there if you have any questions in regards to the tutorials that we went through so far. But I hope this lets you realize that, Campfire isn't as complicated as a lot of people say it is. And again, if you are using the free program and you want to give this a try, I have a promotional code, Blerd Girl, that gives you 20% off your subscription. And until next time, guys, thank you again so much for staying tuned. If this video has been helpful for you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share if you haven't done so already. Let other people know that there's a Campfire tutorial that's being made to help you understand more about this program. Until next time, guys, this is Nyisha, and I'm that Blerd Girl. Stay tuned.